We're back with another Skyrim Requiem 3bftweaks playthrough. This time around, we are on Arkay's Commandment Modlist, playing an Imperial under the Apprentice sign, currently following Zenithar, but we will change that later on, probably to Clavicus Vial. Not entirely sold yet. Probably that or Molag Ball, but most likely Clavicus Vial. Just to go over the character real quick. Like I said, Imperial, Zenithar, and Apprentice Sign. Went ahead and grabbed vegetable soup and a tonic. We are going Conjuration. We are going with the Spirit Summons, because as you saw from the title and the thumbnail, the name of this build is the Doom Shaman. It is a niche reference. We'll see if anybody gets the reference to what a Doom Shaman is. I'm sure if you just Google it, you'll see, but don't do that. But I went ahead and started with just some fur items, iron quarterstaff, some potions. Went ahead and grabbed the Riften warehouse key from the Argonian at the docks. Grabbed the Amulet of Zenithar, which you can find on the statue of Zenithar, or not statue, whatever that thing is called, where you can get the blessing outside on the outskirts of Riften. So I went ahead and grabbed that as well. So we're getting a nice 6% movement speed buff from this, which is great since we are a worshipper. We get double the 3% there. And just some alchemy ingredients. So just going over the build real quick. We are perking into Conjuration, of course. I want to pretty much take almost everything in Conjuration, minus like Necromancy and Elemental Binding. But we're going to be doing Bound Weapons, which you saw from the thumbnail. So Bound Weapons and Spirit Summons. And then I'm going to be using Alchemy for Sustain. May use some poisons, but probably not too often. Mostly just going to be going for the Sustain side of things. It's going to be kind of a perk-heavy build thanks to Conjuration. And also Heavy Armor. So we are going to be going Heavy Armor and Two-Handed. So, you know, the Greed Classic. The Greed Gaming Classic. Heavy Armor Two-Handed. Gotta play my Two-Handed Heavy Armor builds every now and again. Just love them. Love hitting like a truck and taking hits like no other. So Heavy Armor, we're literally going to grab like every perk except for probably the one at the top right. It's not very useful. And then Two-Handed, I'll pretty much just grab up to Sprinting, Power Attack, and the Warhammer perks. I'm going with Warhammer because it kind of fits the Shaman theme. They usually use like axes or hammers, and then wearing Heavy Armor, and then we're using our Spirit Summons and doing a little bit of Alchemy as well. So kind of a thematic build, if you must. So if I say so myself. And yeah, we're starting here in Riften for a few reasons. Just, change up a little bit different from just the normal camping in the woods start. Riften's probably the second go-to a lot of times. But it's a fun starting location. You get some nice items early on. I really wanted the Zenithar Amulet since I'm going to be going with Heavy Armor early on. And that Zenithar Amulet, 6% movement speed, helps out a lot. The Stamina Ring, not as important in here, but can't say you wouldn't want extra stamina regen.
You won't get away from me.
Now, I will say I'm very disappointed. And why am I disappointed, or what am I disappointed in? I'm disappointed in myself. I had an issue with my load order. And I had already pretty much recorded this entire episode. And when I found out I had an issue, I had to redo it because there was an issue that created gameplay discrepancies. And because of that, we had to start over. But the stamina ring, I got the 50% stamina ring, the renewal on that run through. So very, very sad to lose that. Let's see. See what we get. I feel so robbed. I feel so robbed. We got the 50% stamina ring. We got the Fortify health good. We got remarkable this time, so I guess that's a nice little plus. But man, I was feeling on top of the world in that first run through. Yeah, the issue I was having is I'm using the Weightless plugin for ingredients. As you can see, I also have a Learn Ingredients Effects mod. I personally just can't play Alchemy with weighted ingredients or not knowing all the effects right off the bat. It's too monotonous for me. And originally I was going to do smithing on this build, but the more I started thinking about it, I was like, smithing's not really necessary because we're going bound weapons, and then armor-wise, also I don't know why this error always comes up in here, but I'm going to unlock this while we're here because when I come back, I want to use that. It's a nice little secret entrance there. Yeah, but I can't do it, but with the alchemy ingredients. But smithing just doesn't have a whole lot of synergies because, you know, I'm probably going to be I'm going to be grabbing hand-placed armors. I'm not going to be really using like physical warhammers much other than Volendrung, because why would I not want to use the beautiful Volendrung? But mostly it's just going to be the bound warhammer, because obviously we're going to invest a bunch of perks in it. We better use it, right? So with the latest Ep1 updates, there's been a lot of changes to spells and a lot of new spells. The Conjuration summons have all been completely rebalanced. The spirit summons now cost a little bit of stamina. They last longer and are a bit tankier. And then like your undead summons don't last as long. They are frail, but they hit like a truck. And then your Dremora are kind of like middle of the road. So we went with the tanky summons. Oh.
You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Because we are tanky ourselves. I just wanted to make a shaman tank, essentially. But yeah, once we start getting some perks going, you'll really see how this build plays out. You know, like when we get like Spirit Bear, and we're summoning a Spirit Bear, and then we're coming up behind them with a big old Warhammer swing. You'll see the truth. There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some heavy armor pieces in advanced, because we will need them once we get the perks. As far as this video series is concerned, I'm not playing with permadeath, but I will attempt my best to not die, of course, as one does. Strength, is that carry weight? It doesn't really matter, I guess. Extra mass for now. Apprentice, are these randomized? That wasn't apprentice before. What the heck? This one was changed to adept. These ones were changed to novice. But that one's showing apprentice up there. Huh. I wonder if Foreign has some kind of like lock randomizer or something. That's weird. It's rather unfortunate, actually. I'm not trying to take all this useless junk. I will do my best to cut out the majority of the monotony, since, you know, we're doing a recorded series, not a live stream. Like this right here. So as you can tell, this character so far, or I guess this build, is being a little more planned out than just kind of like the random, we'll figure something out to do style I was doing with the streaming. I personally like to play a more thought-out character and have a more thought-out playthrough. I was hoping to not have to take these guys outside, just fight them like a man. By fight them like a man, I mean like beating the shit out of them from behind. Doesn't sound right, no matter what way I say it, that was not going to sound right.
Get him!
Yeah, I like the structure of kind of like outlining a character and their progression. Not per se like, you know, mapping out every location or, you know, just
gut you like a horker.
every plot along the way. More so just like a, you know, I want to aim for these perks, these spells. I want to accomplish this. I want to complete this quest line. You know, once I get to this point is when I'd like to move on to this. That kind of outline. You want to turtle up? It's fine with me. Chip you to death. Give you the Jeerlin. There we go. Nice little armor upgrade for the near future. Let's see here. We can see that's 252 versus 270. It's 30 weight. That's 25 weight. I do want to keep in mind what the weights are of some of these armors, just because we are going to be casting spells. That is the beauty of the Apprentice Stone. That it's going to help us cast these spells even in our heavy armor. Now, with Arkay's Commandment, there are a lot of spawns on the roads and just out in the world in general. So there's going to be times where I'll probably fight stuff off screen. But if an encounter is like going really crazy, then little lag spike. Then I'll probably try to include it as best as I can. Like, you know, fighting some wolves up there, not really worth including, to be honest. But these bandits here, yeah, of course I'll include this. I gotta be careful, because last time I was here, oh, we got a bandit child. There's like a random bandit that came out of nowhere and just smacked the shit out of me from behind.
We are routed. Fall back.
Okay. Gotta be careful about doing block cancels, because it does seem, at least from my testing, you actually use more stamina doing a block cancel than you do just swinging. So, sure, that was probably an intentional change, which I actually think is good. It's a habit that I'm gonna have to break, though. I'll have to avoid using power attacks early on unless it's like the last enemy of a group. Oh, and I did look into it. There is a lock randomizer. So that explains a lot. Let's see what this one is. Ah, novice. So this one we can actually bash open once our stamina comes back up. There will be times, obviously, I'm going to be leveling off screen, but you know what it is. We're leveling heavy armor till we get to 20, and then we'll get the next two perks we need there, and then the rest is going to go into Conjuration for now. And then it'll go pretty much back and forth between heavy armor, Conjuration, and a little bit of two-handed. We're not going to be perking two-handed quite yet. Mostly going to be looking at getting the heavy armor and Conjuration perks. Did I grab the tooth from you? Not. Okay, was this the highwayman? Yeah, it is. There's usually another person down that way, but it's like quite a ways down there. We'll leave them be. One nice change. I really like the imps that were added to the overworld, and the few times that I've come here so far, there's been an imp. Yeah, imp at the beginning of this dungeon, which is a nice change from having to fight two archers up here. So it definitely makes the entrance to this dungeon a lot more accessible. However, the inside was compensated for, to say the least. Okay, I did have case auto loot turned on to loot ingredients, but it doesn't seem to be doing that for some reason. Turn it off, turn it back on. See if that works. No. The classic. Turn it off and turn it back on again. But right now the plan is to do some of the Riften bandit locations And then I do want to make my way, unfortunately, over to Whiterun pretty early, because we can get some good armor upgrades over in Whiterun.
Looks like he's got another fool. Get him!
I was about to say hello. I definitely hit the guy with the bow.
I can take your stuff.
Crossbow boss,
I'll try and make this
which is not good. Not good in the slightest, actually. We are most likely going to die now. Haven't really thought how I'm going to handle death. Guess we'll cross that bridge if and when we get there. But we might be getting there sooner than later.
You call yourself a wizard?
I might have to, like, heavily cheese these guys just because I stand no chance against that crossbow boss.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend. We are routed. Fall back.
Go ahead. Try what you want, huh? You'll regret it.
All right, we got the orc on our side. We should be good now. Dude, did he just one-shot that bandit? Holy shit. Yeah, that orc is crazy. We do lose out on insights doing it this way, of course. Which is fair. I think we might have been able to handle it. I just needed the space. I don't think I really want to be carrying a crossbow. Steel gauntlets. Boots we're good on. Okay. Conjuration. So some of the looting I will try to keep on screen just so you guys see if we get anything crazy. Like, unfortunately, the first time I came through here, I got a staff of, like, lightning sparks. And then in, like, branded something mine, whatever Ghoul's dungeon is. That really came in clutch, that location. So hopefully we get lucky with something cool like that again. But, you know, I'm not going to keep my hopes up, that's for sure.
I should go back to picking pockets and win.
What?
Easy money, best chance of an accident.
I have never seen a bandit spawn in here. Oh, hey, look. Nice little upgrade for us.
Enough of
If we don't die, that is.
That it? That your best?
Nice. Little wombo combo there. I need to sell off some of this stuff. Free up some carry weight. One really cool thing about the mod that adds like keys to the chests is even chests that were previously locked and didn't have a key now have a key, which is nice. And then, you know, chests that were previously unlocked have a key, so it's like you just have to go and find those keys. Oh, we got Raised Dead 2 this time around. It really wanted us to have a staff, apparently. Okay, so we're going to go do Ghoul's Dungeon next. So I'm sure some of you have noticed that have been playing Arkay's Commandment that there have been a few mod changes, or I should say more so additions and some settings changes. So obviously I have like enemy HUD bars on, and my HUD looks different. It's not the normal paper UI, it's the dark mode. So I'll put a list in the description. It's only like 5 or 7 mods or something like that I've added. So nothing major, mostly minor. Some gameplay stuff that obviously will slightly affect balance, but you know, it's my personal preference. I'm the one playing the game, so that's what I want to play with. One other thing is currently we're on 4.0.2 of Arkay's Commandment, which is bugged with bounty quests. I think some holds work, some holds don't. So what I did is I made a series of bat files, and I'll just show you right now that we completed Broken Helm Hollow. I'm going to consider that a level 2, so we're going to give ourselves 500 gold and 1 insight potion for that. Oh, nice little setup I've created here. And I'm sure there will be times when I forget to do that, so I might have to like retroactively add those back. In combat with something, but I'm just gonna run in here. I think we're good to go in here. Feel bad to pop a remarkable health potion, but I feel like we probably kind of want to in here. I should have done it when we were fighting that archer, or the bandit boss with the crossbow. It was also, I think it was only like a steel crossbow, so we could have broken that with our weapon. I was more so worried that it'd be like a Nordic crossbow or something like that and just absolutely wreck us. Okay, let's go ahead and healing poultice. Still got that running. I think we're gonna take this because we don't have a lot of healing potions right now. Probably should have bought some healing potions. I'm gonna try to not pick ingredients too much while I'm like in the middle of dungeon crawling, but in dungeons where I know that I'm not gonna be like backtracking, it's gonna be a little important for me to go ahead and grab them while I'm there. Like this dungeon, you end up backtracking the entire dungeon, so
Just a scratch.
it doesn't really matter that we miss the ingredients for now. I will keep a lookout for a Warhammer upgrade, or just a Warhammer in general, just because we are eventually going to switch. Okay, this is the problem with crabs sometimes. Oh god. If the bandits don't grab aggro onto the crab, then the crab too slow.
Huh, think you can kill me? It's
But if you plop the crab like right in front of them, then that usually works.
mercy.
Okay, let's see here. We've got, put that away. 2 steel plate helmets. Why are they not stacking? That's strange. Put that one away. Weight 10, weight 10. Slightly better armor rating on the Nordic Carved, so we'll keep those. Okay. I think we're backtracking. Yes, we are. I'm going to try my best to, you know, keep... Oh, I am completely backtracking. I was going to say I'm going to try my best to keep the action up in this series. But, of course, there's always going to be... I need to not do that. Just ingredients are always on my mind when I play an Alchemy build. But I'm going to have moments like this where there'll be slight downtime. I don't want to, like, edit, like, every little piece of dead time out. Mostly just the traveling in between locations. Or if there's, like, a location where you're in the middle of it and there's a lot of downtime or something. Okay.
You want a real fight, eh? Come on. You want the first. You won't be the last.
Will you please get aggro onto my summon? Works too. Need to not be wasteful of our healing potions early on. See an archer.
I knew it.
I like this from a gameplay perspective, but also just from like an immersion perspective that I can just walk through my summon. But it is nice to just like run through my summon and bull rush my enemy. This is a little annoying. I actually want the two-handed bandit to come in the hallway, so I'm not having to worry about the archer.
I'll paint the snow with your...
Okay, now, once we get a little bit of regen,
Tell you what, you start running so I
I say we can summon the wolf.
Yeah.
But looks like our crab did the trick. archers are really dumb when it comes to the crab. Because they're like, yeah, I don't need to use my bow. I'm just going to fight you with my weak-ass iron dagger. I'm like, sure, go right ahead. Okay. What's our carry weight at? Got fantastic carry weight because of these gauntlets, plus being Zenithar. So, yeah, even though I'm Zenithar, we went with the quarterstaff start just because it's a little bit better on the speed and just taking care of a lot of interactions, I feel like. Is there a guy up here?
Now ain't
Yes, there
this a
is.
surprise?
Oh, gosh.
That the best you can do?
There's a guy up here, all right. Yeah, thick boy.
Oh. Ah. Ah. I'll bury you! No!
I really don't want you using healing potions, buddy. You're way too thick for healing potions.
Enough of this!
Quit using the healing potions I was going to loot off of you.
Ah, bastard!
Oh, his stamina is drained,
All
though.
of your blood.
Oh, he can't even hold his... Oh!
Mercy!
Oh, that's... I'm pretty sure the spirit summons have kind of like a frost effect that are draining their stamina. Pretty sure that's the case. I could be wrong. But that actually works out really nice against turtles because then they can't hold their shield anymore.
Can't win this!
I don't like fighting in hallways like this.
You're gonna die.
Jesus.
You hear me? You're dead. You hear?
Someone's gonna get hurt. Gonna sit your
Oh, really? Hit me on the backswing. Well, this is quite annoying.
dead! Dead!
Yeah. This is the problem with early game summons is when you come across a two-handed bandit that just one-shots your guys. Oh gosh. Did not expect that. I don't think his AI expected to do that either. What the hell? Well, I'm sure glad that my wolf went and killed this bandit. Had a bunch of scrolls on them.
I'll show you what a real orc can do.
Lighting in here is quite annoying.
That would
Oh
be
yeah,
the
there we
last
go.
mistake you
Drain
made.
his stamina.
Oh,
Nice.
oh,
Nice combo crab. It's my combo crab. Conjuration to 25. And then we'll go back into heavy armor. Now this means we can get the next heavy armor perk. Which will allow us to put this on. Oh yeah. Now we're starting to look like a tank. How are our summons looking? About half our magical pool. Isn't terrible. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of this Imperial armor. I hate these first-person meshes that do this. It's really annoying. Alright, I'll come back through here and loot. If I see like a chest along the way in a dungeon that I'm gonna be circling around, then I'll grab it, but for the most part, on a dungeon like this, I'll just come back through. I'm not recording.
But I heard something.
You're smart. Like I'm supposed to figure out.
Wait, why did I stop sprinting? Oh, Skyrim. Why do you do this to me?
Can't wait to count out your coin.
Come on, he's not so tough.
You're gonna die for that.
No!
Damn you!
It is nice just to summon the crab or something and just gain some of my stamina back while I wait for them to take aggro.
Time to end this.
Boy.
That's it? That's all you got?
Oh, hello.
I'll show you a real
I hope that was just an exploding arrow and not like a firebolt staff or something.
Victory is yours.
I'll paint the snow with your blood.
The voices being compressed by the helmet is really funny.
Damn you! Think you can take me?
Live to see tomorrow.
Damn you!
Enough!
Damn, dead body blocked that.
I'll paint the snow with your
So annoying. Yeah, it's nice when you're like running away and then you just cast it in front of you. Because then by the time they get to him,
You'd
they're
be
usually
so much
taking aggro
easier
at that
to
point.
rob when you're dead.
Hey, none of that. She's out of stamina. She can't attack. Yeah, this is like one of the problems with lowering the amount of stamina that these guys have. Is that some of them just become real dumb. That's too heavy. I don't really want to take that. We don't need all this light armor anymore. I think there's like only one more bandit left in this dungeon. Let's see here. Come up this way. Then go through here. Ghoul and his bear traps. Ghoul really loves his traps. If it's the last bandit, I can afford to power attack, but I need to make sure I don't do something stupid. Okay, another staff related to the undead. Okay, I'm just gonna run back through here, collect all the ingredients that we missed out on. And yeah, I think this will call it for a good first episode. We can go ahead and give ourselves another bounty collection. And we are going to go heavy armor. And I think I want to make my way up to Adept Conjuration pretty quickly. But it might be more efficient to just go ahead and level two-handed. I think that's what we'll do. I want to get to Bound Armor. Bound Armor will be nice because we can get some extra magic resistance with it. Okay, we'll get another point in stamina. I'll just kind of go back and forth on health and stamina. And then we'll start adding some magicka too. We're going to kind of have to rely on getting gear for magicka. Let's see here. I want to put a perk into Conjuration. Ooh, Stabilized Binding is probably what we want. Yeah, definitely. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to really be able to make use of Apprentice quite yet. Let's go Stabilized Binding. Our next two perks are going to be Apprentice and then the spellcasting perks for heavy armor. And then I feel like once we have those, then we can probably start perking two-handed and looking at switching to a Warhammer maybe. Once we're able to like summon, I don't think Bear is quite here. Is Bear Apprentice? I can't remember what Apprentice has, but with the Apprentice summons, I think we'll be able to once we're able to summon those, you know, pretty easily, then we'll be able to switch over to the Warhammer and start bonking some skulls. All right, I'm gonna go do some off-screen stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. Sorry, some of the commentary might have been a little confused, or I might have like forgotten to finish some thoughts. Mostly because like I said, I had pretty much recorded this entire episode already after realizing there was an issue with my load order and had to restart completely. So I feel like I might have missed saying some things that I meant to say, that I had to repeat myself from the first recording. But if you have any questions, if I didn't finish a thought or something, just let me know in the comments. I'll try to reply. But all right, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.